The Carter Center announced her death this afternoon, saying she died peacefully with family by her side at her home in Plains, Georgia. Rosalynn is remembered as the closest advisor to former President Jimmy Carter and a constant advocate for mental health, tirelessly working to improve the lives of others throughout her life. She spent decades supporting her community with the Carter Center and volunteered frequently with Habitat for Humanity. Fox 5's Stephanie Bertini is in the newsroom right now with more on her life and the reaction pouring in from around the world. Stephanie.
Arthur, former First Lady Rosalynn Carter leaves behind a strong legacy. She died this afternoon with family by her side. Tonight, so many across the nation and the world are reflecting on her impact.
Former First Lady Rosalynn Carter was born in Plains, Georgia, and that's where she took her last breaths, at her home, surrounded by her family. The small southern town is also where she met the man who would become her husband and the 39th President of the United States.
I'd never doubted that he could be a great president.
Former President Jimmy Carter was elected in 1977. He served until 1981. And during his time in the Oval Office, his wife was right by his side in all things. Rosalynn Carter consulted with the president on both domestic and foreign affairs. They were married for more than 77 years. Now, in reaction to her passing, the former president said, "Rosalynn was my equal partner in everything I ever accomplished. She gave me wise guidance and encouragement when I needed it. As long as Rosalynn was in the world, I always knew somebody loved and supported me." Rosalynn Carter was a passionate champion of mental health, caregiving, and women's rights. She established what became normal for all First Ladies after her, a staff and office in the East Wing of the White House. Former First Lady Michelle Obama said, guided by her abiding faith and her commitment to service, Mrs. Carter used her platform in profoundly meaningful ways. Deeply respected for her humanitarian work, Rosalynn Carter spent her years after Washington helping others, including building houses for Habitat for Humanity alongside her husband. Former President George Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush said in a joint statement, she was a woman of dignity and strength. There was no better advocate of President Carter. And when former President Carter battled cancer, his wife's strength of character was evident.
We've had an outpouring of support and prayers. In spite of all that's going on, it's been really kind of wonderful just to know that we have that kind of support.
Soft-spoken and humble, she was the matriarch of a large family. The former First Lady and former president had 4 children, and as their family grew, they welcomed grandchildren and great-grandchildren. President Biden says the family is dealing with her passing altogether.
I was told that all the family, all the children and grandchildren are with Jimmy.
Rosalynn Carter was diagnosed with dementia. She died shortly after entering hospice care.
Former First Lady Rosalynn Carter was born on August 18, 1927. She was 96 years old.
Arthur. Thanks very much, Stephanie.